So, what's your name?
Julia.
Julia. Only Julia?
Julia.
How do you spell your name? J U L I A. Okay. And what's your
Can be Julia. In Dutch
Julia.
is Julia
Okay.
also.
What's your second name?
Excuse me?
Is your second name?
No. Like it's my name.
You have only one name.
And then surname.
Surname, that's what I mean.
Oh, Navacka.
Namaska. Because we need to write.
N-A-W-A-C-K-A.
Okay, come again.
N-A-W-C-K-A.
Oh, okay, because we need to write it properly. So, Julia, now we have a problem. We are making a simple research about our new company that we are yet to establish. And before the interview, I need to explain to you what we're really doing and where we are focusing from. Now, our problem is that we have found out that, and the research has shown that the younger generation spends a lot of time on social media than other productive things. So we are trying to figure out how we can help this young generation to try to balance their time. So we need to ask you some simple questions for our research. Then afterward, towards the end of the interview, then we will find out what we should do for our company. Now, my first question, what kind of gadgets do you use during social media?
Again, what?
Gadgets, or phone, or laptop. What do you
Mostly my phone and laptop, but I think mostly phone because like on phone I can do everything and I can always bring it everywhere with me. Okay. So phone.
How often do you use the phone?
Every day.
Every day.
24/7.
Yeah, 24/7 almost.
So okay. Then another question about do you have in mind how many hours a day you spend on social media?
I would say from 5 maybe to 7.
5 hours.
Yeah, if it's like a free day where I don't have classes. When I have classes and I know that I have to study, then maybe like 2-3 hours
a day.
Yeah.
Okay. So what time do you always go to bed?
11 p.m. midnight.
Okay. Before you go to bed, do you go to social media sometimes, or every time?
Sometimes, no, sometimes. But I like that when I'm using my phone before going to bed, then I have some troubles with like falling asleep.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to reduce using the social media and like the phone and computer, and then I don't know, I'm reading a book or something. So I'm not really looking into my phone before going to sleep.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. You told me you are 21, yeah?
20.
20, yeah?
20.
Okay. I know you are at school and you stay with the students. You don't stay with your home. But when you go back to home, to your home, how often do you interact with your parents, or like what time in the day?
Because like my parents are working from like 8 till 4.
In the evening, okay.
So we usually like interact during like dinner, right? We like making food together or something. Yeah, mostly like that.
Okay.
So mostly in the evening.
Okay, most in the evening. Do you sometimes watch films or movie with your parents in the evening?
Yeah, sometimes like more often with my younger sister because like we have similar tastes and we like similar things, so that's easier because my parents are like, that's boring. So not really, but with my sister a lot, or we listen like music a lot together.
Do you sometimes find some instances where everyone is busy on your phone, maybe at home, or everybody is busy during that time? I want to hear that experience you get when everyone is busy, nobody is attending to each other.
It's like sometimes it's not like everyone are busy with their phones or something. We just sometimes like we're even joking like that with my family that we're sitting together, right? We want to spend time together, but no one has idea what to do. So like everyone are like on laptops or phones. Yeah. And like we're like, okay, we together, but actually everyone is in their own world.
Yeah. But with that situation, because we found out, and many studies have already found out, what is your experience with that? What do you always feel when someone is not attending to maybe the parent, or you are not attending to the parents, or that kind of stuff? Do you have that kind of experience?
Yeah, I think with my parents, it's like I have different point of view of my life already and on the world in general, and my parents are like kind of older generation, so it's like different for them. And sometimes I try to explain it, like because they asking me, what are you doing on your phone all the time? And like I'm talking with my friends. It's not like I'm just searching for pictures and something. It also happens, but
do they ask you such kind of questions sometimes?
Very often.
And how do you feel then?
like they can't really understand because like I'm telling, okay, I'm talking with my friend, I don't know, from Japan, like
Yeah.
how it's possible, how you can like talk now
Yeah.
with someone who's like on the other side of the world.
Yeah.
It's like I feel kind of the understanding of like how things working now can be case.
Yeah. Do you know, like when you have said sometimes you chat with the people from Japan. Have you ever met physically or on video, or you just saw you just see them physically or on video?
Firstly, it's like texting, right?
Yeah.
And then you starting maybe like making a video calls or video chats.
But you have never met physically.
Not like with some people, not yet. With some people I met. With some people I already like planned the meeting.
Okay.
So it's like.
So it's online, online friends. You have never
online
met
friends, online friends, but we like trying to meet.
Okay.
If it's possible, of course we want to meet.
You would
And-
wait, yeah. Okay. Then I gather that's a new, something new. For example, meeting some, or you planning to meet someone you have never met, you have just met online, and then you have, all of a sudden you're planning to meet. Okay.
That's good though.
It's like actually it's like super popular on Twitter because people, I feel like people think that Twitter is dead, and it's not actually true because like people on Twitter are like really active now, and you have like a lot of fan base of these different artists or movies or something. And if I meet someone on Twitter and I can discuss about my hobby and my interest with this person, later I want to meet in real life and like share
So,
those things in real life.
let me ask one question.
Like-
What makes you trust people online?
First we just like talking about like our interests,
Okay.
and then someone just like starting sharing about their lives, or like we asking how you feel. It's like start like becoming a normal conversation with a friend. So I think that's why. And then we're
Okay.
just sharing more and more, and we like saying, hey, goodbye, good night,
Just like a
something.
natural process.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe this question, if you like, you can answer it. If you don't like, you can leave it. Have you ever got problem with online people?
Yeah, well, kind of.
Yeah.
But I feel it's also in real life.
Yeah.
Sometimes you meet someone in real life, in school or something, and then you realize that like this person is like, I don't know, talking shit behind your backs, right? And like, of course, in internet is also happening, but like, I don't know. I feel like there is, for me.
But have
it's
you
easier.
ever experienced it?
Yeah.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
So with our program to start a company to sensitize young generation about how to use social media, how to interact physical, and the problems we find on social media, like bullying, all that kind of stuff. Would you support us to start such kind of company?
I think
Yeah.
yeah, because like, I feel like you want to show people how it kind of works and how it can work, but also what are like the problems right there. So I think it could be interesting.
Okay. Would you support us, or would you recommend us to your parents to support us, or to?
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
Okay.
Because then I think maybe they would understand me more.
Okay. So for the last question, why would you recommend us? That's the last question I would ask.
The idea is interesting, and I think it's something different from like what is already there, because usually it's like don't use internet, like don't trust people there or something like that. And I feel like you try to more kind of explain how it works also, and like let people know what can happen, but no, it's like that's not only bad things there.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
good. Okay.
right.
Thank you,
Well, thank you.
Julia.
No problem.
Okay. Thank you for your time.
No problem.
Okay. Okay. Nice day.